Hi guys, today we're going to be taking a look at page number 8 of the Unit 11 packet, and we're going to be focusing on the surface area of cylinders and pyramids. Now, I'm going to be honest with you here, for these two shapes, I really don't memorize a formula for either one, especially the pyramid. The pyramid in particular, you can just memorize your area of a triangle formula and your area of a rectangle formula. Cylinders, as long as you know the area of a rectangle and the area of a circle formula, you should be just fine. So here's what I want to do first. Before we actually take a look at any of the problems, I want you to understand what happens to a cylinder when we unwrap it. If we were to take like a can, all right, which many of us have in our pantry, and we were to take the cover off and the base off, we'd end up with what shapes? Well, we'd have a circle, and we'd have another circle, right? There are two circles that come out of a cylinder, two bases. Then, if I were to unwrap the paper that goes around, well, what shape would I ultimately get? I would actually end up with you guessed it, a rectangle, okay? Now, if I think about surface area, what that means is my surface area for a cylinder is really going to be two circles and a rectangle, right? So, two circles, that would be 2 pi r squared, which is just 2 pi r squared. And then for the area, well, this is pretty easy. This is the height, right? But the base of the rectangle is actually wrapped all the way around the circle, which we call circumference. So where are they actually getting this 2 pi r h? This right here is literally just the base of a rectangle multiplied by the height. So if you'd like, you're more than welcome to memorize that formula, but my point is you don't have to. If you can simply memorize the area of a circle and the area of a rectangle and you know the circumference, that'll make your life much, much easier, okay? With that being said, let's take a look at example number 9 so you guys can see how this would work. All right, once again, we're going to take a look at number 9. Now, number 9 looks something like this. There's my circular base, right? Okay, and then I've got 26, and they tell me I have a radius of 11. Perfect. All right, let's get going. First things first, what do I need? I need 2 circles, and I need a rectangle, right? Which is going to be like this. So that's actually what I'm looking for. Now the 2 circles are pretty easy. That's 2 pi r squared, and r is already given to me as 11, so that's awesome. Now remember that for the rectangle, the height is given to you, but to find the base, I just use a circumference formula. So it's 2 pi times 11 times 26. So now all I gotta do is a little tiny bit of math. Let's take out my handy dandy calculator and work this out. Okay, so this right over here is 760.2654. 4 decimals should do it, right? Then I got 2 times pi times 11 times 26, and I get 1,000. Let's see, 1,796.99. Well, let's round it there. Add that to 760.2654, and I get 2,557.3 if we're going to round to the nearest tenth. All right. And again, surface area technically should be square yards, or I could say yards squared, all right? But that's the same basic idea. Find the area of the 2 circles, which is 2 pi r squared. Then find the area of the rectangle that's wrapped around, and the rectangle's base times height, and the base you just use the circumference formula. All right? The next example we're going to take a look at is actually number 1 for pyramids. Now, pyramid, again, they give you this formula, guys. I do not want you to use that formula because, quite frankly, you do not need it. I'm going to say that again. You do not need the formula because if you simply realize what shapes are around the outside, that's all you need in order to be successful. All right? So we're going to take a look at number 1 together. All right, so I have a square base, which is kind of nice, right? 8 and 8. And then I've got all these little things going up. Oh no, please tell me my marker's not dying yet. Don't die. All right, and they tell me that this right here is 11.7. Okay, good. That's 11.7. All right, so here's the deal, right? Let's talk about the shapes we see. What's the shape of the base? Base is a square, or I could just say a parallelogram, right? So I can find the area of that pretty easily by using base times height. What about the four shapes all around it? Well, those are triangles, right? And do I know the formula for the area of a triangle? Yes, I do, right? It's simply 1/2 base times height. So here's what I'm doing. My area, or I should say my surface area. Uh-oh, is the light going in and out there? Oh, yeah. Can you guys still see that? Yeah, hopefully. The surface area is going to be found simply by doing the area of a square plus 4 triangles. Once again, that's the basic idea here. Now the area of a square is just base times height. 8 times 8 is 64. Now the area of a triangle is a little bit more complicated, right? It's going to be 1/2. The base is 8, and the height, which I'm going to call slant height because it's kind of along the side there, right? That's going to be 11.7. So let's actually do some math. So 11.7 times 8 divided by 2 times 4. That's 187.2. And I'm going to add that to 64, and I get 251.2. 251.2. Again, if you'd like, you are more than welcome to use that lovely weird-ish formula they gave you there. But I'm going to be honest, I don't think that you actually need it. As long as you guys can remember that to find the surface area of a pyramid, you do the area of the base, and then the triangles all around, however many there are, that's all you got to do is remember those two formulas, okay? Hope that helps.